Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lilywhite Lane. What a mad old day. What a mad old day for us Spurs fans today. As Enic have once again gone out there and been absolute clowns. Once again, Enic out and Levy out has been trending #1 worldwide today on Twitter. It's been trending on Instagram. It's been trending on all the social media platforms you can think of. Not because they haven't invested in a player once again. Not because they've let the fans down. But because they've refused to speak with the fans. The headlines today for us Spurs fans was that Enic have refused to meet with the Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust. Where earlier this year, they said they're going to take into account fans' aspirations for the club, fans' ideas about where the club is going. And now they're refusing to meet with them. They're refusing to meet for them because they're scared. Because they're worried. Because they're concerned. Because they know a majority of the fan base do not want them at the club, right? This is the biggest amount of heat that they've got in a long time. If anything, the Arsenal 3-1 loss was the best thing for us. The best thing for us at the moment because it's woken a lot of fans up. And all I have to say is if you can, you get to that protest on Sunday. You get to that protest on Sunday. You support the fans who want Enic out and you get these parasites out of the club. You wonder why we haven't won any trophies. You wonder why we've only won one Carabao Cup in the last 2 decades because they are the reason. We had success in the 90s. We had success in the 80s. We had success in the 70s. Bloody hell did we have success in the 60s. But you look at us now, we're pathetic. We're a laughing stock. And that is because of Daniel Levy and Enic. That is because of them. They are running this club into the ground by not investing in the players. And people will say, they don't have the money, you should be grateful for the stadium. That's rubbish. That is absolute rubbish. Rubbish that they don't have the money because they're willing to invest that money in brand deals with Google and Amazon and the NFL. There's the NFL coming this weekend. And that's where the protest is going to be. It's an NFL stadium. It's not a fully football stadium. It's a half football stadium and a half NFL stadium. How long is it going to take for some people to learn that these people are more bothered about putting money in their own pockets than they are investing in the club? The reason we haven't won anything for 20 years is because we've had the money, but we haven't invested. We haven't invested. We've had opportunities to bring in players, and Daniel Levy didn't want to take any money out of his back pocket. Yet he's willing to make brand deals away from football. And I said it the other week, we're an entertainment club. We're an entertainment company, not a football club. And it's a true statement, right? We're more focused on concerts. We got the Lady Gaga concert coming up, for goodness sake. We had the Anthony Joshua fight last weekend. Or the weekend before, I should say. We're all focused on these entertainment things and, different sports in a stadium. We've forgotten that the priority is football. We've forgotten that the priority is football. They are absolute parasites and they are running this club into the ground. The news today disgusts me. It makes me sick. They're refusing to meet with fans because they can't handle the criticism. For so long, right? For so long, and some people will say it's a theory, they've been paying off media companies. They've been paying off the media to not be spoken about. And that's what I believe. I believe they've been paying off the media. I believe they've been paying off the newspapers to not be mentioned. Because you see all this about Kroenke. You see all this about the Glazers and Henry at Liverpool, right? And you see all this about the different owners. But you don't see it about Enic. When out of all those owners, they are probably the worst, in all honesty. They are probably the worst. They're absolutely pathetic. They don't invest in players that we need to. They're more focused on brand deals. They're more focused on putting money in their own pockets than they are investing in the club. You call yourself a Spurs fan, Daniel Levy, that's absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish that you're a Spurs fan. And if you are a Spurs fan, you're a pathetic one who has no passion or care in the world for this team. No passion or care in the world for this team. We're an entertainment business, not a football club. We're more focused about putting on shows than we are the honest football. Right, it's Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, for Christ's sake. It's not Anthony Joshua FC. It's not the Anthony Joshua Stadium. It's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yet we're not focused on the football. For so long, we haven't invested in players. That's why we haven't won trophies. The investment in the team, in the club in general, has been pathetic. The employment and sacking of managers has been pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. It's a shambles from top to bottom. everything to do with Spurs at the moment. But we're one of those clubs that, you know, Spursy. It's a tagline. We all hate it, but it's true. We are Spursy sometimes as fans, and the owners and the team are. You know, for so long, before media and before more media companies have been coming along, and before more channels have been coming along, they haven't been spoken about. It's just, you know, Spurs lost the game. No one would be talking about Daniel Levy. No one would be talking about Enic. No one would be talking about the pathetic job that they are doing at the club. It's absolutely disgusting. They're running this club into the ground, and we're watching it happen. They're watching our club get ruined. They're watching our club get destroyed. Absolutely pathetic. And the fact they're refusing to meet today with the Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust, refusing to meet with the fans. The fans are the ones who put that money in your pocket, you parasites. They're the ones who fund the money that goes into your pocket to go and see their team. They're not going to see Daniel Levy FC. They're going to see Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. It's a shame that it's owned by you, but they want to see their team play. But the team at the moment is soulless because of you. Yet you have the audacity to not meet with the people who make your living, to not meet with the people who give you pretty much most of the money that you earn. With no fans, Tottenham Hotspur would be nothing. And without Tottenham Hotspur, Daniel Levy would be nothing. Right, and it's the honest truth. How dare you not meet with the fans? How dare you not meet with the Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust? You absolute cowards. You pathetic cowards. Do you know that? That's what they are in it. For so long we've been mugged off as fans. For so long we've been made to look like fools. Our club has been made to look like a joke. We're soulless. We've won one Carabao Cup in 20 years because we haven't invested in the team. The lack of investment in this team has been pathetic. The way we ship players out of the club has been pathetic. Business overall on the football side of things has been pathetic. And it'll all be alright if we weren't in debt, but we are. We are in debt. We are in debt at the moment. It's an absolute shambles. An absolute shambles what's going on at Tottenham Hotspur. And this Sunday, if you can, you turn up to that protest, right? You turn up to that protest. The more people, the better. The more people at that protest, the better. The more people getting these parasites or attempting to get these parasites out of the club, the better. This Sunday we make a stand against these pathetic clowns. Bunch of clowns who run this club, who are running this club into the ground. And we're just watching it happen. And we're not going to do that anymore as Spurs fans. It's all well and good talking about the good old days. But you look at other teams now who are flying. Now is the good old days for the Chelsea. Now is the good old days for Manchester United. You look at us. We are pathetic. We are absolutely pathetic. I'm embarrassed at times to be a Spurs fan because of Daniel Levy and Enic. Enic. What are Enics? Right? Enics. They're a bunch of nicks. They're idiots, man. It's so frustrating. And in a couple of years, we've got Levyland to come as well. We're all going to be dancing around on the slide next to the stadium. Do one. Just do one, man. It's so annoying being a Spurs fan because of these people who are running this club into the ground, for not investing for years, making us look like a joke, and now refusing to speak to the people who make their living. Cowards.